So recently I was playing Second Extinction and I wondered how many dinos do we actually have to kill in this game. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there only is a handful of objectives that require you to actually kill dinosaurs. For example in the mission Contact, where you have to clear out the comm center before proceeding the mission. And then my brain started working. Are there ways around those steps? And that's why I'm here today. I want to see how many dinos you will have to actively hurt and kill to proceed through all missions, hard mode and the tutorial. My goal is to have an in-game kill count of 0 as well as a 0 damage dealt through all playthroughs. The rules are as follows. Killing means any way of harming the dinosaur, be that through direct combat or supply drops. If one dino hits another one, this will not count for me damaging them, because that's just friendly fire and doesn't count towards my stat in the end screen. The use of Sunetras pheromone trap is prohibited, because I think it would be a bit easy to just have a big dino fighting for you, and I'm also unsure if the coded dinos actually put up your damage dealt in the end. If I don't get kill credit for it, then I won't count it towards my kills. But for anyone that thinks certain kills should count, I will have a shadow kill count as well. All my playthroughs will be on normal difficulty since it's simpler that way, but difficulty might change if I do a second part. So let's get to the brainstorming. Charged Extraction, Research and Rescue, Homebound and Blacksite all don't have any objectives where you have to kill dinos, so these are pretty easy to do by just running and avoiding dinos. In Vestige, when you arrive at the site in Altum, you're tasked with killing all dinosaurs at the site, but you can actually skip that part and head directly to the cave in which Mama Rex resides, so this is also not a problem and an easy mission. So, as I said, you can skip the objective, run directly to Mama Rex, steal her eggs without hurting her or any bystanding raptors with the supply drops, and then simply extract. Easy 0 damage dealt.
Today is a tragic day.
We'll have Earth back in no time.
Charged Extraction lets you collect 4 supply crates before you proceed to the mines where you will have to call down a supply drop. The good thing about this is that in missions, infested areas won't spawn and therefore the mine is usually already cleared out of dinos. You then push both minecarts down into the hive while ignoring everything around you because that's the pacifist way. After some time, one of the rails will be blocked by an obstacle which consists of a couple big pebbles, also called rocks. You blow them up with one of the charges attached to the cart and miraculously not killing any dinos in the process. You reach the hive, arm the explosives, get lost in the cave for 15 minutes, surprisingly end up finding a way out just in time before it explodes. Of course, no dinos were damaged in the process because they used dig to not take any damage for 1 round.
The blast area. There we go.
You then go extract and voila, 0 damage dealt, 0 kills.
Just doing my part.
Research and Rescue is the friend who no one invited but still came to the party to make everyone feel terrible. After showing up to the 2 closest possible locations, it punches you in the gut and lets you walk to the 3rd location up in ladder. Down on the ground you accept your fate and walk there, only to then be spit in your face by the mission because you'll have to return to the research camp in Maltis to continue the mission that the clowns before you couldn't complete. Can anybody tell I don't like this mission? Anyways, you arrive there, go in, activate all 3 scanners, climb on top of them so the dinos can't reach you except for the flatback's blue goo.
Scanners are ready to be activated, but they're inside the caves.
Then you run out and place the supply drop in a location you pray no dino will ever get close to enough to get launched up by it and ruining your pacifist run. After blowing up the entrance to the cave, you interact with the station and hide in a corner where dinos once again won't detect you. After that, you extract and treat yourself with a pat on the head and happy thoughts of never doing that mission again.
Mission successful. Ready to go again.
Homebound is an OK mission in a good region where you head to all 3 airfields, opening most of the hangars and stocking up your supply of dropships.
Some long-forgotten dropships hanging out in the airfield hangars in the area, and it is up to us to go set them free. Make your way to the hangars and we'll rescue those ships. Here's one, and it looks like it's seen better days. Get rid of that dino gunk and we'll go from there. Hey, here we are. See if you can check inside the hangar base. Great work. Ship looks clear.
On normal difficulty you will always have one fuse box that burns out and has to be replaced. I call then the supply drop somewhere far away from the dinos, collect the carrier and watch that no dinos in the splash zone and put it in. Then I head to a safe spot while I wait for the box to finish. After I'm done with all 3 airfields, I head for the Nova extraction point and extract with a payment of 250 research, putting me much closer to Ender's 3.5 million research, so you better watch out, my friend. I'm on to you.
Just doing my part.
The best mission in the game is obviously Blackside because you get to explore a long tunnel with even more tunnels attached to it. Even Sarah can barely contain her excitement when we arrive there.
Maybe they found some ancient treasure. Maybe they were doing human experiments. Oh, what if this is where the dinos got created?
Even the game acknowledges my love for the mission and gives me a 20-second, a 40-second and a 4-minute wait before I can proceed and finish the mission. Isn't that great? So anyways, entering is easy. You just walk and wait and interact with consoles. When you enter the server room, you interact with the computer, go outside and place your supply drop at the edge of the cliff to minimize chances of a dino getting close to it. You take out one carrier, interact with the computer again and wait for 4 minutes. After giving your best at salvaging as many servers as possible,
Wait, I didn't manage to grab a single server?
you continue towards the evac point and extract with 0 damage dealt and 0 dino kills.
The contents of those servers may hold the information.
We'll have Earth back in.
Now to the mission I feared a little, because I didn't think of any strategies. In Contact you are supposed to kill the leftover dinosaurs in the comm center, but since I am a pacifist, I couldn't do that. I was trying to get them to despawn by going out of bounds, but in the end decided to just lure as many as possible outside of one gate and then closing it behind me. Which worked out pretty good surprisingly. I ended up with only 3 dinos in the facility.
That's a lot of.
Now to where the viewer's opinion will split. Either you will say this counts as a kill or it doesn't, but I will add 3 kills to the shadow counter because for me it doesn't count, but who knows. We will interact with the computer, go out of bounds so the Rex doesn't reach us, and then after the antenna is set, go to the evac point in Lada and hide in this little corner so we don't get detected. In the end screen we will have 0 damage dealt as well as 0 dino kills.
The dish is aligned. Make your way to the nearest extraction point when you want to get back. I'll send the raft when you need me to.
Mission successful. Ready to go again.
Hard mode is very easy. You just lure them to the edge of the cliff and then you push them off with sliding. The reason I chose Rosie was because of her health pool and her passive ability. After round 1 I buy health stims to keep my HP up, after round 2 I buy electric resistance because electric raptors annoy me, and after round 3 I buy vitality because yes. I wait for the dropship to set down in round 4 and exit with 0 dino kills and 0 damage dealt, but 57 extra dino kills on the shadow counter.
Sorry. Hope you don't mind the short hike.
It seems to all have worked out.
Time to put your skills to the test.
The Gateway Sickness mission is very chill to just hang around in the game. You have to complete a couple of tutorials and then you will have 3 waves of 8 raptors each to get you into the game. In the corner between wall and ammo supply crate, the dinos will actually die to god knows what and therefore not count towards your kills. Except you're stingy and want to add those 24 to the shadow counter. The good thing about this is you will never have to worry about your health since you cannot get downed by dino attacks in this mode.
I'd say my performance was satisfactory.
Give me a location.
And this concludes this little expedition, with a total of 0 dino kills and 0 damage dealt.
Enough to cause a cave-in.
The shadow counter has a total of 84 kills, which can still be lowered by a lot if you have enough patience to wait for the dinos to kill themselves. I was actually surprised that in a game that is about killing dinos you actually have to never shoot a single bullet at a dino, but I have to say this was the most boring experience in Second Extinction I ever had, because it really lives off of these dino encounters. Even though I might sound a little pissed at some points, it still was a little fun to find out how to cheat the system. If you want to leave me any feedback, feel free to do so down below, and I will see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen!